So today's adventure, there's Riley, she's driving.
I'm driving on the highway.
We got our basic New England Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, we found one. Okay, here's some patience.
Okay. We're going up to St. Augustine today, which is going to be super cool. We're planning on some ghost tours, hopefully. And that's going to be so fun. It's going to make such a good video for you guys.
It's about an hour from here.
Yeah, it's about an hour ride from here. And then the ghost tour isn't until late tonight. It's only like 1 o'clock, so we have time.
We left the house late on purpose.
Yep. We figured that we're going to be there for all hours of the day. We didn't need to leave that early. And like my new necklace, it's Lapis Lazuli. It's so nice.
This is a very windy day. Can you feel the car?
Yeah, I can feel the car.
This car's pretty light.
So it's going to be fun, and I'm excited. And I still didn't put the videos on the computer so I could go through them.
It happened.
Oopsies. It's okay. I will say I'll do it later, but we're not going to be home till midnight, so I can say I'll do it tomorrow, but I probably won't. I'm probably not going to go through any of these videos until we get home.
You can put them on your computer tomorrow. Before we do anything tomorrow.
Again, I can say I'll do that, but that doesn't mean I will.
The rain's coming back tomorrow, so.
Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow?
I don't think a lot, though. I don't think it's going to be worse than it was like 3 days ago.
Okay.
This is the easiest time I've ever had on this highway.
Found a parking spot, you guys. It only took 6 years, but look at this garden. I know you guys can't see me because I'm taking pictures of this fountain. It is so nice. Look at it. I love like the Spanish architecture. Say hi, Riley. And that's Flagler College. It's so pretty. Sorry, just moving away chat bubbles. But are you ready? Are you ready? Rotary. Whee! Look at that. Look at that view.
Hi, Mom.
Dude, if your mom were to see our vlogs, I don't think she'd ever let us leave the house again.
I'm your driver. Somebody wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. I got a couple safety rules I have to share with you. Please keep your arms, legs, heads, toes, fingers, and children inside the windows at all times. No smoking unless you're on fire. No consuming alcoholic beverages. Anybody stuck any alcohol on board, please pass it forward. Now returning empty bottles at the end of the tour. Not a good idea to walk around while the trolley's in motion. We good?
Good.
All right. The last one is not a rule, it's a request. Please keep your personal conversations to a minimum so everyone around you can enjoy the tour. However, as a group, by all means, get loud and participate. Because you're going to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are too. We are. And you're going to have a good time tonight, I promise. There's a reason why, and I'll tell you that in just a minute. Come on board, folks. Got 2 seats right over here on your left. Now, real quick, got a deal for you. I have these books up here, Ghosts and Gravestones of St. Augustine. 32 true stories, dating back a couple hundred years. You'll hear about 8 or 9 tonight. The rest are in here. It's loaded with photographs of spirits, apparitions, orbs, at the gates of cemeteries, in the old section of town, and inside the old jail. These books retail at $9.95. You go to any of the stores downtown, the visitor center, Walgreens, $10 is what you're paying for it. Because you ride with us, I'm letting you have it at cost. $5. And that includes tax. Makes wonderful bedtime reading for the little ones. Really a great book. So if you're interested in a couple home souvenirs or gifts for nieces, nephews, grandchildren, whatever, you can't go wrong with this. See me after stop number 1, the old drugstore. All right? Are you ready to go have a good time?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. We're going to have a good one, I promise you. There's a reason why. We have 7 ghost hosts, or storytellers. They're all good. A couple are great. But the best one is on the 8 o'clock tour. Please put your hands together and give a big round of applause to your ghost host, my friend. They want him, we got him, Joseph.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do always like to start with a thank you, especially because you could have been anywhere in the world tonight. You chose to be with us. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Now, but ultimately, what you're looking for would be an apparition. And the best way to describe an apparition is to say, yeah, those are pretty much like the ghosts you see in the movies. You know, fully formed human, yet somehow they're transparent. This cemetery, the Telemato, it's famous for 2 of them. We're going to tell you all about them, the history of the Telemato, and then we're going to go into that building over there, the old drugstore. Now, just a few notes. First, notes about photography and permission. The one in the front of the graveyard, right up there by the gate, in the center there. Now, the reason we asked you to picture that child in that tree is because over the years, hundreds, well, probably at this point, thousands of people have sworn to seeing that little boy playing and climbing in that tree. However, as soon as you say that, someone will dispute it. Now, the irony here is, what they dispute is not what you would think, which would naturally be the existence of that child. Usually the dispute comes in where it is they claim to have seen him. Yeah, the conversation usually goes like this. Oh, no. He wasn't in the tree, not when we saw him. When we saw him, he was running back and forth along the side of the graveyard here. A couple of years ago, before we built this platform, we used to have this part of the conversation right over here in the corner of the parking lot. So one day, we're getting ready to go into the drugstore there, and as we start to go in, the kids up front, they start to sort of murmur amongst themselves, right? So the parents ask them, what's wrong, what's going on? These kids, they all say the same thing, which is, we think we saw him. We think we saw him back there, back by the mausoleum. Now, I don't know if those children actually saw him or not, because when I turned and looked, I didn't see him. But I always remembered that day, and I remembered it simply because they say that it's children who usually spot him first. And they say that it's children who usually spot him the most often. Welcome inside the old drugstore, everyone. Yeah. That one's out. I think this one's up. Okay. Welcome into the old drugstore, folks. Welcome inside the old drugstore. All right. Welcome into the old drugstore. Get eyes right here. These are the Spicinger brothers. And from the moment that the Spicingers built this place back in 1887 to this very day, this building, it's always had a reputation for being restless. Now, when they built it, you know, right? So yeah, so we're going straight and then to the right, just like always. Here we go. Just proceed forward and
You're
come to the
telling
right.
me.
Now I would like to wait right here, make sure we get the whole group. Just proceed forward, folks, and come to the right. Now, when we get into the chamber, what you're going to notice right off the bat is there are a lot of pop culture icons in there. Freddy Krueger's in there. Creature from the Black Lagoon, they're in there. We're going to ignore those ones. We're going to focus on the historical ones, specifically Andrew Ransom. That'll be easy to do because he's the guy that's in the front of the chamber. Right this way. This is the chamber, and Andrew Ransom will be right in the front.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, hi, Frankenstein.
Right this way, everyone. This is who we're looking for. This is the Andrew Ransom display. We're going to learn all about this pirate, how he and his crew, they wreaked havoc on the beautiful ancient Spanish city of St. Augustine, Florida. Come on in, folks. As you come in, come on down front. That way the people behind you, they can come in easily too. This is the pirate we're looking for. This is Andrew Ransom. We're going to tell you all about him and his crew. Specifically, we're going to talk about a very difficult Sunday this man had back in the year 1684. Yeah, you talk about your bad days. Woo! Come on in, guys. Come on down front here. That way these guys behind you, they can squeeze in also. We're going to learn all about the pirate Andrew Ransom. Welcome into the chamber. Come on in. Here's the pirate we're looking for. It's this guy right here, right up front. This is Andrew Ransom. Come on in. If I can get you guys to come just a little closer to me, and then these folks can come in here. We have everyone just about. We got everybody. All right. So this is the Andrew Ransom display. Andrew Ransom was a brilliant pirate. There's no other way to describe it. For him and his crew, it was so easy. It was like taking candy from a baby. And because it was that easy, they continued to do it time and time and time again. They did it so often that they made a complete mockery of the governor's authority. And because of that, the governor, he despised Andrew Ransom. And he tried, year after year to capture Ransom and his crew. But always to no avail. And then one day, out of nowhere, the governor gets lucky. And the reason he got lucky, well, frankly, is because Ransom and his crew, they got cocky. They were out on Milano Beach, lounging about, having a grand old time. The governor, he got wind of it, so he sent his men out there to see, just maybe they can sneak up on him. Sure enough, they go out, they spy Ransom, they capture him. And when this happens, my word, the governor is beside himself with joy. Yes! Finally, we have Ransom. All right, first things first. Ransom's crew. Now they shall be sentenced to hard and heavy labor. They will have to start building the new fort, Castillo de San Marcos, out of coquina stone. But Ransom, that Ransom. We shall make an example of Andrew Ransom for the entire town of St. Augustine to see. Andrew Ransom will be executed in the middle of the town plaza. But not just any ordinary hanging, no. That's too good for Ransom. Andrew Ransom shall be garroted. Which is the other reason I brought you into this room. The pillar that I'm standing before, that's a garrote. The purpose of a garrote is to strangle someone in a long, brutal, torturous manner.
I'm going to show you exactly how that works. But to do so, I need a volunteer.
Oh, what the hell?
Here we go. Here we go. You can the purse. You can keep the purse. All right, because we're not actually going to hurt this young lady. What we're going to do is, no, we won't. What we're going to do is recreate the atmosphere of the town square that day. A bright, brilliant, beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon. Everyone in town is there because church is just lit out. The governor and all his men, all the townspeople, they all wait with bated breath and anticipation as the executioner reads off the name and the crimes of the guilty.
Andrew Ranson.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh.
Andrew Ranson, you have been found guilty of the crime of piracy, and thus have been sentenced to die by garrote. Now, do this. We're going to take this rope, which has been placed in a hole behind the post, and then we're going to twist it around this pirate's scrawny, filthy, strangely feminine neck. Put it back through the hole in the post, where it'll be tied off to a baton, and this baton will be twisted and turned until the pirate dies from either suffocation, bleeding, or the crowd fame, decapitation. And then afterwards, we've all been invited to the governor's house for tea and cookies.
Yeah, now, as bizarre as that sounds, it's true. The governor was going to have a little celebration after the execution. And you just have to understand it from the governor's point of view. The governor, he had waited for this day for years. It was finally Judgment Day for the English rogue, Andrew Ransom.
He got taken to this prison here, and Sheriff Perry didn't like him at all because Sheriff Perry had kids. He knew they killed kids, so he wanted them out of here and hanged. He didn't want to see the likes of them. Well, anyhow, they all hanged together. It was one of the most brutal, painful, bloody things they've ever seen. It was terrible, y'all. It was so bloody and so nasty, the town decided no longer want to see hangings no more, because after they saw those 3 bodies drop at the same time, I mean, even though Sheriff Perry was smiling and thought it was cool, but everyone else got sick and started throwing up. Yeah, he was a sick man, that good old Sheriff Perry. I hated him. Anyhow, let me go ahead and put these shoes back. Y'all can sit for a spell if you want, or you can come with me. Now, I'm going to take you around here real quick, show you outside the prison. Walk with me real quick. Now, you go through this wall here, you can see all of this. We have some double upstairs. We have people up there. We have people all the way through here. Now, if you come through here, you're going to see weapons that they use in crime. You got things in here also over on this side, y'all. Anybody ever been shanked before?
No.
Come on, ain't nothing gonna bother you.
Just one.
You got shanked before?
Just
Ain't
one.
good, is it?
Yeah.
This is what they got from them old people in here. When we go out to the fields and we start working all day long in that chain gang, well, they caught us because we try to kill people just so we can sleep. We free up a bed, you know? Now, come on, y'all. Follow me.
Okay, just making sure you were there. I'm right here.
All right. Now this here upstairs and downstairs. Upstairs didn't have a bucket. Downstairs did. Upstairs had a hole. That's how it was. Nice, right? Come on outside, y'all. I got something to show you.
It's hot out here.
Now watch your step, y'all. I don't want you to be in a story of mine. Yeah.
That got a little.
Yeah, these gallows here, these were just used yesterday. Now if I put it up right, see what happens here. Maybe we can get it to stick. There we go. Now watch your step, y'all. Now I want y'all to understand. There's a reason why I'm here. I killed the man. I did. But hear me out, y'all. You gotta understand here. It was justifiable defense. And I'll tell you what happened. There was a man in town that was talking unsavory things about my wife. Yep. And I'll tell you what, I just couldn't stand it no more. So I went after him. And there he was in town. And after all those things that he was saying, I just picked up my rifle. Boom! I shot him right where he stood. Y'all should have been there. Seen the look on his face? Man, I'll tell you what. Couldn't sleep up to that day. But after, I slept like a baby. The only problem was, I was inside here with the hanging date. Yeah, imagine that. Now, on the day of my hanging, now remember that room I showed y'all, death row? Y'all see that there? I'm looking outside that window, right? And on the morning of my hanging, before the sun came up, people were out here sleeping, just so they can get a good view of me up there hanging. Well, I'll tell you what, I just got so sick, I just plumb passed out. I passed right out. Sheriff Perry came in and started looking at me, and he drags me all the way out here, trying to stand me up, but I couldn't. And that's when he ran into a problem. So what he did next shocked everybody. He got this big old board, lashed me to it, took me all the way to the top of these gallows here, you see. And it was wrong. Because if you read the rules right, they're not supposed to hang a man that's not in good health. I couldn't stand up. And I'll tell you, I can remember just like it was yesterday. That big old bear, he put that noose around my neck. He gave the order. They pulled the lever and I went down hard. So hard. Well, that board that they lashed me to was a last-minute decision, y'all. And it was a bad one. Because the weight of my body and that board, what do you think happened to that rope?
Snap.
That's right. And I landed right where you're standing, right there. And I was alive. The problem was, Sheriff Perry, he started looking for another rope. So he's yelling out, "Give me another rope, I say! Give me another rope! I need you guys to go, 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 go!" Deputies are running all around trying to find another rope. But as this is all going on, the sense of peace. Because I realized by the time that big old bear found another rope, guess what would happen? I would already be dead. Ain't gonna be dead. You stay away from me, Sheriff! What are you gonna do? You go away from me! I swear I'm Sheriff! You're not hanging me again! No way!
Sometimes. Please, just come this way. We'll get out of here now while we can. I always like to start it by asking this question. Is everyone here familiar with Osceola?
No.
Osceola is a great Seminole warrior. There's a lot of things in Florida named after him. Right here in St. Augustine, there's an elementary school called Osceola Elementary School. There's an Osceola County in Florida. There's a Lake Osceola. Osceola was a great Seminole warrior, and his connection to St. Augustine is he came here many years ago to sign a treaty to end the Second Seminole War. One slight problem. The whole thing was a lie. There was no treaty. This was all just a ruse, a trick that they used to lure him here. Once he was here, they captured him. They incarcerated him. They put him in that fort we passed, Castillo de San Marcos. While he was in there, he contracted malaria. When this happens, they assigned him a local physician, a man by the name of Dr. Frederick Whedon. Now, most likely Dr. Whedon got this job because he also at the time happened to be the mayor of St. Augustine. Dr. Whedon was given specific instructions by the United States government, no less, to transfer Osceola to an Army hospital up in Moultrie, South Carolina. During the trip to South Carolina, Osceola succumbed to the malaria symptoms. So when they arrived in Moultrie, he was already deceased. It's at this point in the story where everything turns black. It goes right off the rails. Because Dr. Whedon, when he was alone with Osceola's corpse, Dr. Whedon took his sharpest operating instrument and he slit Osceola's throat from ear to ear. Then, to cover up this horrible, dastardly deed, he put a decorative scarf around the corpse's throat so that no one would notice it during the viewing period. Now, just before Osceola was to be laid to rest, Dr. Whedon, he had one last opportunity to be alone with the corpse in the cabinet. It was at that point the good doctor, he opened the casket back up, he reached inside, and withdrew the severed head of Osceola. He then closed the casket back up, and unbeknownst to anyone, they buried Osceola headless in South Carolina. And we know these events to be true because deranged man that he was, Dr. Whedon recorded all the details in his personal journal, a journal which was discovered upon his death. And according to this journal, this man was so twisted that he actually used to keep that head on display in a jar in his office. And if that wasn't twisted enough, he would often take it home with him at night, and he would use it to discipline his children. Yeah, if they were misbehaving, he would send them to bed early, and they'd sit that head right there on the nightstand, so they had to stare at it all night long. If that wasn't twisted enough, when his daughter was old enough to get married, guess what the good doctor gave her for a wedding gift? Yeah, that head in a jar. And obviously, this young woman did not think that was a good gift, so she donated it to one of the local hospitals, which, mysteriously, the next day, burns to the ground. So the local legend is, they say that Osceola's headless apparition, they say he roams these ancient streets at night, searching for his head, because the Seminole believe mind, body, soul, these things, they must all be one to ascend to heaven. So while you're here in the ancient city, if you do have the great misfortune to encounter this headless being, all right, for this one we have a rule, and it's a steadfast rule, and the rule is, run! What are you doing? It's a headless being. Get out of Dodge as soon as you can. But know that you're running from the great Osceola. Thank you so much for spending your night with us. I hope you had some fun and learned about our town. Take care, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. I appreciate that.